Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever Shane McMahon's WCW Monday Nitro report featuring what went down in the show, now airing on USA Network late Monday nights after WWF Raw Is War. This presentation gets you excited? Subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification right now and follow the happenings in the greatest program in the history of our sport. The inaugural Nitro on USA Network starts with new WCW owner Shane McMahon talking to someone on the phone about a deal being finalized. He then asks the camera crew to get out of the office as he needs some privacy for the phone call. And here we go! We are in Pine Bluff, Arkansas for WCW Monday Nitro. 4,000 plus fans are in attendance and are waiting for what's next for WCW. Tony Schiavone, Mike Tenay, and Bobby Heenan are your hosts, and we are back to the classic WCW Nitro set, a statement of how WCW wants to return to its good old glory days while looking to the future. Our opening match is a Cruiserweight division match between New Blood AJ Styles and Chavo Guerrero Jr., a wrestling royalty from Mexico. AJ Styles picks up the victory in a quick back and forth match. Backstage, Ric Flair is meeting with the members of the Magnificent Seven, minus Scott Steiner, who's in attendance as a guest at WWF Raw earlier this evening, and Lex Luger. Continuing the Magnificent Seven storyline from the last days of WCW Nitro on TNT, Buff Bagwell continues to blame Lex Luger for the mysterious attacks on WCW's elite members. Flair says he has no time for drama as he is set to be appointed as the new WCW Commissioner tonight. Plus, Jeff Jarrett is in action against Booker T for the WCW U.S. title in the main event. Back in the ring, Jimmy Yang and Kaz Hayashi, known as the Young Dragons, face Shannon Moore and Evan Courageous of 3 Count. At ringside is WCW Cruiserweight Champion Sugar Shane Helms and 3 Count's new manager, music producer Jimmy Hart. 3 Count picks up the win. Shane McMahon has called WCW World Tag Champs Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo, as well as Cruiserweight Tag Champs Rey Mysterio Jr. and Billy Kidman, along with the entire Filthy Animals in his office. He announces that 3 weeks from now, on WCW Slamboree, the Cruiserweight Tag titles will be unified with the World Tag Team Championship. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, defeats Disco Inferno in a squash match. The announcers put over the fact that the WCW World Television title will be reactivated on Slamboree in a 3-way match, and DDP will be the first to qualify for it. Ric Flair makes his way to the ring as we cut to a commercial break. What does the Nature Boy have in store for us? We'll find out next. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you have friends who are also wrestling fans who may enjoy this presentation, you can share the video too. Now on to the show. In the ring, Ric Flair tells the WCW fans that tonight, Shane McMahon has handpicked him as the new WCW Commissioner. Shane McMahon comes out and says, Ric Flair is a candidate, and there is another name in the hat. Big Daddy Cool, Kevin Nash comes out, and we have our 2 potential WCW heads. Next, we have a match featuring Buff Bagwell and Hugh Morris. Buff picks up the win in a short match, and then Lex Luger comes out to confront Buff as we go to a commercial break. When we return, Luger gets the mic and says that he is not a traitor like Buff accuses him to be, and that Buff should watch his mouth. Backstage, we have Mean Gene Okerlund interviewing Booker T, who will face Jeff Jarrett tonight to defend the WCW U.S. title. Booker says that he has a lucky charm, his fiancée Charmel, formerly known as Paisley. We are back in the ring with the Mecca of Manhood, Shawn Stasiak, accompanied by Stacy Keibler, defeating Ernest Miller, who's accompanied by Miss Jones. The announcers inform us that there is some kind of commotion in the venue's talent entrance area. Scott Hall is there, telling the guards that he was invited by Kevin Nash backstage. The guards say Shane McMahon and the new WCW management strictly prohibits outsiders to the venue. We return to the ring where Dustin Rhodes defeats Mark Jindrak in a competitive TV match, and we see Jeff Jarrett preparing for his match backstage. In his office, Shane McMahon is assessing the WCW mid-card talent, and we hear him telling Vito and Jamie Noble that if they want to stay employed in the company, they should show more personality and character. The next match is a tag match between Team Canada, Mike Awesome and Lance Storm versus the team of Kid Romeo and Elix Skipper. Team Canada emerges victorious. Before another commercial break, a security guard asks Kevin Nash if he has indeed invited Scott Hall, but Nash denies it. Before we get to the last few segments of tonight's show, I once again ask you to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel too, to watch every episode of this TEW 2020 based fantasy booking of WCW 2001. Back to our program, there is chaos backstage as Animal and Rick Steiner find Lex Luger beaten up. Buff Bagwell says he has nothing to do with the assault. Another match is next, where Bam Bam Bigelow defeats the franchise Shane Douglas. Tony Schiavone says that next week we will see who the second participant in the TV title triple threat will be, as Bam Bam Bigelow faces Road Warrior Animal. The main event, Jeff Jarrett versus Booker T for the WCW U.S. title, is up next. Jeff Jarrett beats Booker T and once again becomes the WCW U.S. champion after some help from his cohorts, Rick Steiner and Animal. The inaugural WCW Nitro on USA gets a 1.59 rating with 1,198,376 TV viewers. And now, it's time for our special show ender segment, The Dirt with Dave. WCW released the following before the airing of the inaugural Nitro on USA Network: Reno, Huey, Johnny Swinger, Johnny the Bull, and Air Paris. Some backstage shenanigans were reported, such as Yang and Buff Bagwell almost brawling and were pulled apart. WCW management just gave Yang a warning. Jamie Noble was also caught smoking backstage and got a warning from WCW management. Road agent Johnny Ace arrived late at the venue and was fined. The TV taping had a pre-show match where Vampiro defeated Canyon. And that's the first episode of WCW on USA Network. I am an OK Booker, and see you next time.